Literally, he's bleeding.
Almost took an eye out.
We might need some assistance. He's not moving. I'm sure someone will check on him. Anyway.
Okay. Welcome, everybody, to Liquid versus Parivision. Game 1. Gave Neil a concussion.
Oh, he's okay, everybody.
He's okay, everybody. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Neil, your favorite host, will join you in the post-game segment.
Yeah, it might be limping a little, but he'll be there. No harm, no foul, right, Austin?
I think there was a little harm.
What were your marksman marks again?
I was an expert.
In the military.
I was an expert.
that adds up. You really headshot him there.
Hey, God, you really did. You told me to hit him in the face, to be fair.
Yeah,
all right, Parivision versus Liquid. Let's focus on this game. Liquid, apparently, they feel like they haven't taken enough losses in this second group stage. They drafted Luna. Lord knows why. Meanwhile, Parivision, they picked up Drow Ranger, which I think is I think this hero's got something, man.
I would agree. I feel like ever since they gave it the ability to move while the multi-shot's gone out,
yep,
the hero's way more dynamic. You can do a lot more in the fight. It's a little mobility, whereas the hero didn't have it before. That makes a big difference on a hero that is designed to kite you, build up stacks, and just chunk you down from a very long distance. I think Parivision did some really smart stuff in this draft. They really abused this first pick Omni-Knight. They set up a couple of heroes that he just could not lane into, kind of flex this Undying off-lane threat around.
Yeah.
Tried to see where this Omni-Knight was going, and just made Saberlight's game really hard. Drow matchup, super hard. Undying matchup, really difficult. Puck matchup, not fun. Rubik is going to steal your spells, turn it against you. So this looks like a really tough Omni-Knight game. And one of the things about this hero is there's a big question mark on what happens to this hero when his laning phase is rough.
Yes.
Because in the games where he's at a good laning phase and he snowballs and he's really farmed, nobody doubts that this hero can do some serious damage and carry. We saw what Nightfall could do with it. We've seen what these one-position Omni-Knights can do.
Yep.
But in the off-lane, it's a little slower, and especially if it loses its lane, are his spells strong enough to justify him from a behind position? That's what we might find out in this game if Saberlight does not have a good time up there. This Luna ET lane, though, that's really strong. This is a abysmal lane for Rubik to play into.
You know, if every fight could just start with like a 5-second window where no heroes cast any spells or do any damage, and they just stand next to each other, Liquid will win every single time. They've got the stacking auras of the Elder Titan and the Omni-Knight. Damage is going to be amped up. You like that?
Luna aura.
Luna aura.
ET aura. Omni-Knight aura.
Yeah.
Napalm.
Napalm. Void Spirit has some aura.
Nisha's aura.
Nisha's aura for sure.
Oh, that could be real life aura, yeah. I think if he had shot Neil in the head, he might have actually died.
Courier has been killed.
Well, we'll see if he can pull off any headshots with this Void Spirit in the mid matchup against Puck. Gonna need some good aim on those Aether Remnants.
Another Void Spirit, despite what Reddit says. The pros keep picking it. I don't understand.
I don't think the pro players really know math very well, to be fair. So,
yeah, that's true.
Would you say you're more of a feel player or a math player? Do you actually do the math whenever the changes would happen?
I'd consider myself a hybrid player, Austin. I do a little bit of everything.
No, nobody likes that answer. When it's a one or the other, nobody likes I think I'm both. Saberlight manning up for the kill, but he is shy on damage or health. Possibly both. First blood goes to Satanic.
Ducalis wasn't even there. He was trying to mess with Boxy, but Boxy just went brown boots. He's pulling the waves. So you died while your support was pulling the waves. Ducalis' courier died. And he ran at the bad angle. That had a lot of regen on it. For an Undying, that's important. This mid matchup is just a brawl. Bottom lane also a brawl.
Xania just bans up for the hits on DM. Will be able to get the trade off here. V-Tune's going to take a lot of damage though. Double boars are still alive. V-Tune.
Stick charges for
he's
Fate
got
Bolt.
stick charges for Fate Bolt. He'll be able to finish him off. Night Clash gets a double.
That's huge for him. This is supposed to be one of the worst lanes for Rubik to play into. And he ended up getting a 1 for 2. super happy about that. I feel like this is a game Liquid go into it and expect at least 2 of the 3 lanes to go even or better for them.
Yep.
And they're kind of just straight up losing this laning phase right now.
Yeah, the only one that's going even is mid.
You can't let it snowball more than this. The Luna did get a decent amount of that with the Beast kill. But then you kind of gave it back to the Rubik at the same time. And I always feel like Luna lane should dominate. Like, you don't want to go even or trade kills out in a Luna lane. You just want to own that lane.
Yeah. I could see that. At the same time, I guess the Luna having a level advantage over the Beastmaster has got to feel good, right? Like, better chance that you can kill boars and snowball off of that.
That's definitely nice.
Boxy pulling the wave for Saberlight. They're going to pull it all the way behind the tier 1 tower.
Yeah, but the fact you're pulling waves for an Omni Knight, that cannot be what you want out of this hero. You're just getting nothing out of the hammer on lane. So you're basically only playing for Repel GA. I don't think this game is that good of a Repel GA game either, because you are into the Undying Beastmaster Drow. Like, that's a lot of sustained damage in the fight. I don't think Parivision are afraid of taking long fights into you.
Yeah.
Also, who are you throwing it on this game? Are you just going to put Repel GA on Luna with an Aegis and try and push and just group up? Is it that kind of game?
I think Repel on the Void Spirit, and he goes in, hits backline heroes, goes for the Rubik, tries to attack the Drow Ranger or the Puck. And you save the GA for the Luna in the Drow matchup, right? Because she is going to get diced up. She's just going to be a bunch of base armor. So the Drow Ranger is going to be super effective against this Luna. No one does manage to grab a shield rune. That'll seriously help him tank through the Firefly damage.
Liquid bring 3 heroes mid, get nothing. You have level 6 on Niche now, ahead of the Puck. Kind of like to look for something with it. You get a D-Ward top at least. Boxy needed that experience, to be honest. He was not finding a lot having to pull the waves for the Omni.
Do we have any stacks going on?
So 1 triangle stack so far.
Okay, so not much. Not much to recover off. A big wave pushing in bottom. They need some help. Boxy's on his way. These Siege Wagon lanes are always kind of dangerous.
Yeah, this is not a push for Parivision, though. They sent the Rubik top.
Oh, yeah, they
looking
did.
for the kill there, so they don't have numbers down here. And, of course, Wisdom Shrine spawning. Gonna get traded out here. Saberlight will take it. Nice for him. Sad for his support duo. This Ward's just scouting everything on his bottom lane. It's gonna see them all going through the gate.
Oh, yeah.
This should be a move that Parivision...
I wonder if Parivision baits this a bit. I mean, you have Undying.
Yeah, they are baiting it.
So they're going to pull, so it's going to be guaranteed underneath the tower. Ducalis trying to hide in the trees, and they go after Satanic. Out pops Ducalis, drops the tombstone, but maybe the damage is still enough. Saberlight is fighting for it and does manage to get that kill. He's low, running away, will be okay for now. Coil's going to be used on the Luna. Luna trying to finish off Ducalis, does manage to do that much. Nisa jumps in, and it looks like it's going to be Liquid. Parivision baited it, but they didn't expect that Liquid would bring all 5 of their heroes.
Didn't expect it at all, and they all live on a sliver of HP. That GA did so much work. It hit on 3 heroes? Or at least 2, the ET and the Luna.
Yeah.
That was huge, being able to dive this tower into a tombstone like that. If you have 1 or 2 more points of experience there, you get off 1 more decay, that fight can look super different.
Nisha got a regen rune on its way back, too.
It's the best he could have hoped for.
It really was.
And that is acceleration for V2. That's the kind of strength the Luna can give you in the early game. You can snowball off this hero.
Saberlight's also going maybe auras. It looks like Vanguard and then Crimson Guard, I assume, is under consideration. Beastmaster Drow, it's pretty decent.
That makes sense here. Like, your impact is going to be as a spellcaster in the team fights, not a snowball damage hero.
Is under attack.
Go whatever items help the team the most, and that is whatever helps Luna push with Aegis the most.
You know, on that, like, if Omni Knight can be an aura buyer and such, I'm going to be super interested to see 33 play this hero, right? Because his itemization, I feel like he's always has this really good read for itemization, very versatile in that regard. Omni Knight could be one of those heroes that has like 2 or 3 different builds.
Probably go Helmet Dominator.
Wouldn't surprise me. Nisha pops out, smoke breaks on 9 class, so not going to get the Drow Ranger kill that they were hoping to get. 9 class does have some good steals this game, one of which is going to be that Purification. He still has another step on Nisha. He's taken his sweet time to use it. Didn't even get the last hit, so. Mid lane, though, 9 class lived for so long that Parivision are going to get the mid tower practically for free.
DM has just been left alone. He might be highest net worth in this game at some point, as he's just been farming, taking towers, running around with this big ghost. Doing some work right now that Liquid don't want to respond to because don't have a lot of heroes that want to fight this beast in his summons early.
They see the hard camp stack. DM says that might just be better than a hero kill. Nisha trying to take some of these last hits. If you can get DM's courier, oh, okay. Didn't get the Helmet Dom creep.
Died to the Ursa.
Stole Purification again.
It's only level 2 though.
Parivision.
What's going on here? I mean,
yeah, they want to fight with like Tombstone Coil.
They got mid tower in all of this sequence. It's not even that big a stack here to fight over. Kind of just posturing. Oh, they got Satanic though.
Falling back into the Aether Remnant. TP coming in from Dakalis.
There's no damage here.
Yeah, there really isn't.
I mean, this is the problem for Liquid. Their support levels. Level 5 on both. Just super far behind. Don't have extra spells to contribute to any of these moves.
Yeah, Boxy is halfway to Blink Dagger, but he doesn't even have Lasso yet. It's kind of like a wild net worth to experience range he's got.
They will bring the Luna in, who does have levels. 404.
Yeah, he wants to use this Eclipse. We saw V-Tune. He tried to get active every single time Eclipse was up in the last series that we casted of this. It worked out pretty well for the first like 30 minutes of the game. But Parivision do read the situation. Now the Beastmaster pushing in all the way to the tier 2 at bottom lane. Nobody's there to stop it.
This game is slowing down for Liquid. They were trying to find some early momentum. They have not found it.
He does jump to the orb. Another one coming up in a second.
He's out of here. Might even turn.
Yeah, with the coil, they're going to try and keep him locked into this tombstone, but good stomp. Insane. Oh, step though. Night Class, he's going to step after him. He's got another one. He's got telekinesis as well, step for step. Now the telekinesis tossed back into the roar from DM. Very nicely played by 9 Class.
Those are the kind of plays you need to make as Rubik this game, because there's not a lot of huge spells to steal. It's just a bunch of small stuff. Some of the Void Spirit spells, maybe you get the Lucent Beam, maybe you get the Repeller GA or something, but that's kind of it. The Bat BT are mostly dead heroes for you this game.
And they did manage to get the Ancient stack. DM lets him know he's stealing it. I'll be creeping. Nice to you see that 9 Class. He stepped as he stole another spell.
And he got the Lucent Beam. I mean, again, you got to get these value spells where you can get them, so you can contribute to the fight. Right now, it just feels like an awkward game for Liquid.
Yeah, I think they're getting to a point where they can no longer take team fights for a bit. Helm of the Overlord. It's going to be tough, to say the least. Call is spotted. And run down pretty easily.
They've really been hunting for people up here. Trying to find kills with this Void Spirit. Your Luna's still in pretty good position. If you can translate V-Tune's strength into some more Ancient stacking for him and early Roshan, and you're starting to put something together. And this Ags on the Void Spirit will be pretty damn good against Parivision's lineup.
Telekinesis into silence. Now can the Drow do the damage? Not quite enough. Still though, pretty decent pressure on Nisha.
Still chasing here.
Still got a fade bolt. Yeah, the extra shield. He won't
Wasting
die
his
to
time,
fade bolt.
though. This forces him to base, gets your Drow to free farm out the entire top half of the map, and you're still putting pressure on bottom. The Beast has been lingering around here with the summons the whole time. Helm of Overlord already online with Golem Creep. No one's annoying B2 in the jungle. It just feels like an assault on all fronts right now. Liquid are getting kicked off the map. I mean, look at where Liquid's dots are.
Yeah, they're all
5 heroes at their base at 14 minutes.
Yeah, that's bad.
You got to create pressure somewhere. You have Blink on the bat.
Yeah, that Boxy's immediately looking for no one's puck. He's got this early Blink dagger. See if he can get some use out of it.
You cannot let Parivision take over this much of the map. They will absolutely outfarm you. Most of the time, they will outscale you. There have to be decisive moves from Liquid here. You have to place good vision, defend the vision, and ideally find 1 or 2 heroes.
Well, they didn't find the puck. It's 3 stack, now 4 stack of heroes at the top part of the map. Not really doing much besides watching the Luna farm.
It's another move that doesn't get anything. At this point, maybe just push down mid with the Luna Omni and flank it with a smoke or something. Go towards an objective that you feel Parivision are going to react to, because running and chasing them around the map is not working for you right now. Their setup is way too good.
Crimson Guard's about to be done for Saberlight, a Manta for the Luna, so we are hitting some timings here. Oh, mid lane, no, and they're going to spot him. They're going to go for him. Oh, no, he face shifted. He has to jump to his orb, though. Not really anybody close enough to do anything there. Instead, it's going to be the lasso placed on a 9 class. 9 class dealing the purification. Couldn't heal himself. And now the coil coming in from behind. Manta goes out. It actually dodges DM. He was going for the roar. Couldn't land it. Finally used it on the other Titan for the movement speed. He'll finish off that and keep on running. While Saberlight is gunned down by the Drow Ranger. Liquid not winning this fight despite all their timings aligning here. 2-for-1 exchange.
Very clutch phase shift. Disrupts that entire play. Not even sure 9 class had to go in like that, but he really wanted to purify that Bat Rider. He got it. And Calls?
Careful, though. An early Roche like this is...
Oh, you have an ET Spear here. This is...
Yeah, this is a bold from... Oh, he had the vision on him. Boxy just flame breaked him. Took out the Undying. The Undying is going to be back instantly, so Parivision are not going to be lacking in numbers.
Now it's Liquid's turn to try and man up here, but...
I can't believe they're trying to do it. The Undying is going to be here again.
You got GA Repel, though.
It's going to be difficult to deal with this Tombstone if it gets dropped. Pop it out. Helm of the Overlord creep dies. Actually, nice stomp.
Ooh, got woke.
Nisha starts backing away. Needs some help, though. Give him the repel. He's okay for now, but that is a stolen repel. Saberlight got bashed up by Roshan. Now it's Parivision's turn to go back into the pit.
They have Tombstone now.
Yep, they're going to drop that Tombstone. Daring Liquid to fight into them.
They also got a Frost Mage. They're just DM's just Frost arming everybody here.
Saberlight trying to get close. Is his team following him up, though?
Got a Crimson.
Spotted, coiled. He's got a Crimson, so he's not that easy to bring down. But if they throw everything they have on him with the silence on top, nice stomp. Almost got it. Decay goes off just in the nick of time, though, before he could cast that GA. Meanwhile, step stolen by 9 class, amp damage taken by Nisha. And finally, Parivision will get the Roshan that they originally started like 90 seconds ago. Jump back in with the amp damage, though. Nisha tries for a pickoff here. Accidentally caught DM in the Aether Remnant. That opens up the lasso. They go for him, and with the damage from the Earth Splitter, they've got him. Now chasing after Dakalis as well. The Eclipse put to use. They just need to slow him down a little bit. Dakalis is actually outrunning them. Now he's down the river.
He's so fast.
He's got the Chalice, man.
Powered by the virtues of alcohol. He will still die, but he made it very difficult.
Avery, are you an alcoholic?
What? No, sometimes I wish I was. Seems fun, other than the health.
Sometimes I do wonder when you go on stage if you're drunk.
You should not say that. People will believe that. So.
That's
You of all people.
That's true.
With the conspiracy theories.
2,000 net worth lead for Parivision. Liquid claw a little bit back there off of that amp damage rune. Seeing Satanic TP away.
Plus, if I was drunk, you would know, Austin.
Yeah, how would I know?
Oh, I'd be happy.
Oh, you're a happy drunk. That's nice.
Clearly, as you say, I've never been happy once.
Well, I might be over-exaggerating a little bit.
Oh, okay. Smoke from Parivision. It gotta be the puck for the initiation. You have Aegis on the Drow. That Ag's already done. Really good follow-up here from Satanic. You can land a couple of heroes in the Coil Silence Tombstone.
At the same time, you do have this Aghanim Scepter timing could be really big for Nisha. Like, that'll kill the puck potentially.
Especially if you don't silence him first. Repel can bail him out as well.
Oh, they're being sandwiched a
flanking
bit.
it.
It's kind of awkward. DM, he's going to get a roar out on his Saberlight. Saberlight, they're going to try and blow him up here with a jump in from the puck. Not good enough. He got off the Purification and the Repel. A little bit too slow on the silence. Nisha says, see you later, Saberlight. I'm out of here.
Yeah, he wanted none of this fight.
Full retreat out from Liquid. Just feeling like they can't take the full 5-on-5, which means Parivision will get the Tormentor for free.
Just getting outmaneuvered and outpaced here. Their 5-man ball is not strong enough to combat what Parivision have right now with this Beast Undying lineup. And if you can't fight 5v5 with Omni Knight, Elder Titan, Luna, it doesn't bode well for you. These are not heroes that want to be losing these objectives.
Rubik got the shard. That might actually be impactful, not for the telekinesis upgrade, but for the spells he steals. He steals Purification, for example. That is a nice shard upgrade for, you know, if you're just looking at it from a healing perspective.
It's true. I mean, the throw is not insignificant here. You can maybe bail the puck out of Void Spirit Silence or something. That could be nice.
Pipe done for the Beastmaster. That 5-man continues to be impenetrable for Parivision. I mean, at this point, is V-Tune still going Aghanim Scepter, third item?
It looks like he is. Yeah, it's done.
Okay, well, I'm
not even sure I like this.
I don't.
This doesn't seem like the game for it.
I feel like you are so all in for this window. Like, you need to start winning fights now. You need to take the second Roshan. Because otherwise, you will just wish you have had a butterfly. 10 minutes from now, if you don't take a lead, you'll just be like, man, I wish I had just farmed up more right-click build, had a butterfly against Drow Ranger. At least there would have been a timing there.
I mean, at least you have Void Spirit to scale, but it is definitely going to feel bad if you lose the next Rosh.
Pick off on DM would go a long ways. Or no one. They got neither out of it initially. Still managed to hit DM with a slow here, but they're going pretty far out there. They just stomp and retreat. Once again, Parivision, they're outmaneuvering them. Got the silence, double silence on Anisha. Where's the repel? Where's the save? Saberlight trying to get there in time, but it's going to be the Void Spirit cut down, and Parivision, again, just putting the numbers together. Liquid are incapable of taking a 5-on-5. Take 2 cores out of the equation, give the Purification to 9 class.
This is just falling apart at a pretty decent pace here.
Another
when you go this Ags on Luna, you're basically saying, I want to be able to win fights now. I want to bring heroes down now. I'm going to sacrifice maybe a little physical scale to do that, but my Void Spirit's going to make up for it. This Void Spirit, at this rate, is not going to make up for it.
Also, isn't this a really bad Eclipse game up against Beastmaster? He's got a pipe. He has this gigantic creep that's going to soak up Eclipses.
There's a lot of targets here. There's Rubik, too, who you can't forget has insane innate magic resist.
Yeah.
So he can absorb beams. He already has a Glimmer Cape. He's going to steal Omni spells. I agree. This just does not strike me as the Luna Ags game. This is a game where I think you could go an aggressive fighting build and play off the Omni Knight spells. maybe you're too far behind to play that style, but
yeah, I mean, you
You're
are
not
kind
getting-
of in a shitty situation no matter what, as Luna in this game. I will say that.
that is true. It might be getting worse here if you don't dodge this smoke.
Instead, it's the Omni Knight. Coiled and roared.
They have made this Omni's game so damn difficult.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Well, they better hope that Void Spirit scales up in this game.
Yeah. he's
Omni
got-
Knight certainly isn't. And the Luna can't do it alone. Foxy got the lasso onto Satanic. 9 class with the purification will help Satanic stay healthy.
He's just fighting into him. The man don't care.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Nisha thinking about going back in after the Rubik with the Eclipse. They will manage to get that pickup, but coming in from behind is the Beastmaster. Spots Nisha, gets an astral step away, and a stomp to slow him down.
Oh, technically got something there. That's an Eclipse kill. Can do that every 70 seconds. Double Glimmer Cape on these supports. BKB already done on the puck,
Dire's
and
middle
BKB
tower
finished
is
for the
under
Drow
attack.
here in one camp. Pipe on the Beastmaster. That is a lot of magic resist, and not a lot of options for Liquid to play around the magic resist.
Yeah. Don't really have that much physical damage right now. Oh, their Titan Aura is only going to do so much for you.
I guess you can try and just play this pickoff game where you just look for Bat Rider lassos or Void Spirit jumps into Eclipse, and then you just back off.
Yeah.
You just do that forever. Never take a head-on honest 5v5.
I mean, do you think it's ever possible that Luna, that combo can, like, say,
Dire
kill
are
Satanic?
scanning.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Outside of his BKB, yeah. Which you can definitely chain stun here. Like, you can lasso this Drow into
Radiant
Splitter,
structures
Stomp.
are fortified.
Void Spirit spells, Luna Eclipse. He pretty much dies in the lasso if the whole team's there.
Dire's bottom
DM's just
tower
living in
is
their
under
triangle.
attack.
And he is farming up a Nullifier. Almost has it, too. He is
Radiant's
super
top tower
farmed.
is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
You can only dodge and
Dire's
try and look for
bottom
trades right now
tower
if you're
has
Liquid,
fallen.
but that next Roshan is swiftly approaching. It has already spawned.
Dire's
Early
bottom
spawn for it.
tower is under attack.
See if Parivision check this.
Radiant's middle
I have no
tower
doubt they
is
would
under
probably just
attack.
start doing it here.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Well, in the meanwhile, they'll take 2 tier 2s at the
Dire's
same
bottom
time.
tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower has
And
fallen.
back to Roshan they go. Crazy efficient for Parivision, man.
Wasting no time in this one. Get some tier 3s as well. The Gale Guard's already coming out. Still have a Curio on V-Tune. See what we can turn it into here.
Dire's bottom tower is under
Maybe he's waiting for the empowered
kept it.
divine regalia.
So this is going to be a tier 4 Curio.
Glimmer Cape spotting Nisha. No one still got him inside the coil. Gonna be snapped immediately. TP away. No stuns. I mean, they just showed a lot of heroes on the other side of the map, but DM is just gonna get a solo kill on Boxy.
Got a couple of these Prowlers too. A nice little creep to make these solo ganks with.
Yeah, that's true.
They're looking at no one. They'll eclipse him. They got him. Real quick kill. BKB or no. You get stunned, you're just gone. Satanic, he doesn't care, man. He's like, oh, my mid's dead. I'll just hit their base. Amp damage Aegis. What are you going to do about it?
Try and hit the stomp, but
No Bat Rider, no jump for him. He's not afraid.
all right, Manta done for the Void Spirit. That'll go a long ways in trying to deal with this roar, or maybe even dispel off the silence of the Drow Ranger or the Puck.
You have to admit, Austin, that Eclipse is satisfying when you land it.
It is.
Like when you land all those beams on one dude and you just get stunned and dies, you're like, got him.
It does have a high ceiling and a very low floor.
I mean, he's 5-1 and 6. He's top net worth. Do you believe? Do you believe V2 can carry this game?
I don't believe V2 can carry it.
Wow, that's...
But I think Liquid as a whole, it's possible. But it's going to require Nisha. Nisha is currently stuck in a coil, think it's roared. He's tanky, but not that tanky.
If only his innate offered a little more survivability.
A couple more points of magic resistance.
Yeah, I think if he had 6% magic resist there instead of 2.6, he probably lives.
Right, 3 more armor maybe.
Yeah. Oh well, this is life.
Got the initiation. Here comes the Eclipse and Satanic. He loses his Aegis.
Got him again. Now, this is all Liquid can really do in this game, hit and run.
Oh, that's funny. Tugal's gonna, he's got the shards. So you could tombstone save somebody from that Eclipse. That's better than that Outworld staff or whatever.
That's true. He has to run in there and do it, though. Means you might just tank it.
Yeah.
Well, I guess he can Glimmer Cape in. Probably pretty reliable here. The range is not great.
Yeah, Entomb, very, very small range.
I mean, Liquid are kind of holding it down a little bit. Finding farm on Luna, they're getting to BKB on Boxy. That's a guaranteed lasso initiation unless you roar him. Is that Lincoln's? Lincoln's already done for Satanic. The man just does not stop finding gold. That's a big deal here because breaking that into the lasso is not so easy here for Liquid. They do not have a lot of long-range spells to poke that down.
Saberlight's going for a Midas because he's not hitting any creeps, so his net worth is just completely stagnant.
32, 33-minute Midas.
It sounds absolutely god-awful.
Yeah, I don't know if this game is going to last long enough for it to return the value.
Well, counterpoint, I don't think it's possible for Liquid to win this game in the next 20 minutes. Like, they actually have to make this game go late.
But counterpoint, how do you make it go late when you just took 2,000 gold and put it straight into the garbage disposal? Didn't have an answer for that one, did you?
Counterpoint. Is 2,000 gold going to make his game any better?
Yes. Yes, very well could.
Like what?
That's a Glimmer. That's a Vlad's. That's a Force Staff. I mean,
yeah, Vlad's ain't doing shit this game.
You don't know, man. I'll tell you what ain't doing shit. Midas, that's definitely not doing any kinds of shit in this game. So maybe you could say it's unlikely, but I know what's very likely. This thing being useless. Maybe he's just farming economy for game 2, you know?
Parivision are certainly taking their sweet time with it. They're going to wait to the next Roshan, it seems. Don't want to throw this game on a high ground push.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Liquid want to just 5-stack on top of each other and let Parivision out-farm them. So be it. Take the Falcons approach. Just build up a 25,000 net worth lead.
I mean, to be fair, Drow kind of fits that. Like, Drow is not a hero. A lot of times you force the high ground super aggressively. You have to play for Aegises. You have to just play for her scale and her ultra late, where she's super strong.
The shard, you can kind of do it because the attack range is so long that you kind of like sniper it.
Sure, look, I'm not saying the hero can't go high ground, but I think it's one of the carries that I'm always okay with teams just playing for later on.
Sure. BKB initiation on a DN. Here comes the Eclipse. They went for the puck and split the jump. And as a result, nobody dies on the side of Parivision. Now it's time for Liquid Heroes to start falling. Satanic puts plenty of damage down. Boxy's already dead. And Liquid full retreat out here. Satanic's going to slow him down with a multi-shot. Catching up, Nullifier is going to be put onto the Elder Titan. The Elder Titan's dead. V2 just needs to leave him.
Got clipped by the arrows. He'll escape, though. Man, you cannot split the jumps like that.
No.
There's no way. Whoever gets lassoed needs to get focused. And lassoing Beast is a tough target to bring down. It's just so damn tanky. Gale Guard, brawny Gale Guard on top of it all. Now you have a banner with the push. No Eclipse for 20 seconds here.
Trying to pull the creeps off the tower and away from the banner. But the damage is already done. Telekinesis got a jump here. Huge cast range there from 9 class. Jeez.
And he just got level 4 repel too.
Yeah.
That is massive here.
So Satanic, he's pretty untouchable. They can't kill him with physical damage. Oh, 9 class.
He was out of range.
The stomp went down, made it a little bit awkward. Satanic had to use his BKB. He'll finish off the melee barracks. No one jumps in. Silences everybody, jumps back. Ether Remnant, though, gets the grab on him. Turn back around, nice and tomb. They still have the Eclipse, though. He pops back out, gets phase shifted. Meanwhile, the Omni Knight got blown up. Nisha does manage to get that kill. Grabs the gem, trying to get out now. Does he get back to the base with the stolen gem? He does.
Not too bad.
Revenant's Brooch also being completed off of getting that kill. So, big damage upgrade for Nisha. Got level 20 as well.
That's huge for him. Massive swing.
And then Satanic got a Daedalus. So.
Yeah, but you can't stop him. You cannot stop him in this game. Your route to victory as Liquid is to get Nisha 6 level. That's it. Nothing else really matters at this point.
But what about the Omni Knight and his Midas scaling?
I mean, at this point, just stop casting spells as Omni Knight. Like, the Rubik's going to do more with him. You should just stay in the jungle. Just get Octarine to make the Midas cooldown even faster, right, Austin? The payoff's coming. Just another 9 minutes or so here.
Ooh, I've got an idea. Build Aghanim Scepter so he's not in the fight to give the Rubik the spells to steal, but he's still able to have an influence with the global GA. Okay. And then he could be in the jungle, Midas and creeps.
Counter idea.
Okay.
You stand mid and fake a disconnect.
Okay.
With buyback available.
Uh-huh.
Like you pause and, oh, I DC'd in a really bad spot. And then you cry to like the admin for 5 minutes so it's realistic.
Uh-huh.
But you really are just baiting out the fight and Liquid already. And then when Parivision clump to kill you because they think you're out of position, boom, 5-man stomp into 5-man Earth Splitter into 5-man Firefly, you're all dead. Burned to death.
5-man Firefly.
That's right,
That's a
burned
nice
to
touch.
death.
That's a nice touch to add on top of it.
You have that magic camp.
Right, of course. I mean, that's what the stomp is for, right? You hit him with the stomp, and then the Elder Titan and the Omni Knight can sit on top of them and build up their damage for us.
Right. And then you eclipse it.
And you eclipse it, yeah. 1 amp damage on Satanic makes short work of Roshan. Liquid are here, but here too late. And now they don't want to be here.
All right, this is...
They want to be back inside their base.
Perfect time to fake the DC.
Got a coil on Anisha. He's going to be given the repel.
Now's your time, Saberlight. Pretend you're running up to Midas at 4.
Well, you just use Stomp, so you got to wait for a Stomp to come
that's
up,
true.
pull them.
You have Firefly available, though. BKB is online for boxing. You have AC on the Luna. I mean, if you can somehow drag this Drow back without him getting saved and reposition the fight, there's some hopium.
Dazun Bloodright for Insania, a bigger stomp.
With debuff duration.
That's pretty nice.
Pretty juicy.
Bigger Earth Splitter, too.
got some girth.
Quicken Giant Small for the Omni Knight is ambitious.
Yeah, I don't know if he's ever going to get to use that in a fight.
Oh, finally V-Tune unleashes his Curio for the upgraded Dizun Bloodright. Well, he talked about the AoE of Eclipse and whether or not he wants that. Apparently, V-Tune really wants it. He really wants the AoE.
Badass right there. 20% larger area. Holy moly.
Liquid's just got to cut waves. Parivision, 3 minutes left on the Aegis. They're up to an 18,000 net worth lead now.
I see you clicking that death summary. That bug's still in there. What do you think they're going to fix that?
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Look how far away Satanic can hit that tier 3.
It's pretty disgusting. With the monocle.
Yeah, you got to give up your
Bluff
high
alert.
ground.
What is this? It's about going in there. Gotta get a lasso into Eclipse. What can Boxy find?
Boxy's not even here, so
Radiant's top tower.
you just giving up this lane or what?
Radiant's top barracks are under
Maybe. Just can't fight the Aegis.
Yeah, I think that might actually be the right idea. 2 minutes left on the Aegis, though, so they could take this lane and still get bottom.
Boxy came back. Smokes up. They're gonna look for something. Try and catch Parivision on a transition through mid or something like that. They might not expect it.
Radiant are scared.
There's no racks mid for them to just go to, though. So it'd have to be a cross-map play. Boxy looking for it. Satanic, he's giving it to him. You would have to break the Lincolns here, which means using your Force Staff.
Push out deep. They go for the Undying.
Okay.
I got him.
Is that good enough?
Apparently, that's all they wanted. They're out.
Hit and run. 60 seconds for the ult.
Well, they can't run fast enough. Saberlight can't anyway. He's going to be roared up, and now the arrows that split off of him will start hitting V-Tune. V-Tune has to BKB up to the high ground. Big dataless shots. He's going to die. Now the coil catches Insania.
Oh, boy.
Dead as well. And the game is done. There's no Luna buyback, so even if they bought back on the other heroes, I simply don't think it's possible.
Yeah, I mean, the irony there is you killed the one guy with a nade that brings him back instantly. So that's not too effective in the grand scheme of things.
You see Nisha's HP?
No, I didn't, because it's gone.
Half of his health. Also, Saberlight got like 1 billion strength because he had so many debuffs on him.
Now the Drow crit him for 1,100, one hit.
Yep.
Goodbye. So a couple more kills, a couple more
Hey.
action. See, we have the
Great
replay.
production.
Nothing fancy, you know. They put the spells where they needed to be, and they benefited from their accuracy, which is, of course, the cornerstone of any good performance.
It's amazing how the Ancient Apparition was like right in their hand.
All about the setup.
And all they had to do was just close their fist.
What do you think about these drafts?
I think that Liquid have a lot of potential team fight, but they are incredibly dependent on Saberlight. Because you have a Silencer Ancient Apparition support duo. You have no stuns. You're not starting the fights from those supports at all.
I'm a little doubtful this is going to work out for them. That said, they have a lot more scale than last game. You know, they don't have this Luna carry that's going to maybe fall off at some point. They have Magnus plus 2 hard scaling cores. Mag, Void Spirit, super hard scale. But perhaps too much greed, especially with a slow support duo with no stuns versus an Ember. That usually goes really wrong really fast when it goes wrong.
Yeah.
Like, you don't just lose, you get routed on the map. So I would not want to be playing the support duo into Ember if he gets out of control. A lot of emphasis on Nisha to have a good laning phase versus him, and for Liquid to not feed this Ember any crazy kills.
Do you think that...
Restart the router, bro.
All right. Going to be here
What?
for a little bit. The do you think
Can we see the shot one more time? I feel like
production really bailed you out on that one, man?
surprised they had a quick enough turnaround for that.
I mean, we did give them the heads up of what we were going to be doing, so they were like, "Oh, he's going to mess it up."
No, that's
We're
probably
gonna
not what they
have
thought.
to- we're gonna have to
They
fix
were
it
ready
in
there to
post.
edit it because they were like, this is instantly going onto the YouTube. This is going to be millions of views. It's going to end up on all the subreddits. One of the greatest moments in all of esports history. And it was, in a way. You can say, I was there. I was there when SVG caught a bullet out of the air with his bare hand. It was easily going a couple thousand miles an hour. Couple kilometer.
Chat type.
Couple more kilometer 1,000 per hour for the Europeans out there.
Chat type. I was there.
Yeah.
If you want to be commemorated
there.
in the broadcast,
I was there, and I'll
for
tell
seeing
you,
it live.
there was wind in here. There was distraction. There was noise. A light. There was a spotlight that came on right when you shot that. I don't know who did that.
I see for you.
Somebody in production did that. That was not cool.
Yeah, the fans turned on. I think I heard a foghorn
For you.
somewhere in the background.
Yeah, there was definitely a horn.
Oh my God! Sweet Jesus!
My prayers are answered.
That's about as scary as that Cannibal Island Brian image they got. You guys got that in there as well?
Oh, they've been some subliminally warping people's minds the
did
whole
see
day.
that, yeah. Wait.
They got me a couple times earlier.
DreamLeague is really taking it to the next step. Oh. Do you think Silencer is still
hot.
good
That was hot.
without his reverberating silence facet?
My
I look at this facet and I'm
Not
just
really.
like, hey, this just can't.
It's a downgrade. It's a downgrade.
It's a pretty big downgrade.
He looks cool, though.
No hell,
It does look pretty
no
badass.
heavens, only this. I need gummy vitamins.
DeCollis has all the good lines.
He has some pretty good ones. There's another great line hero to spam in pubs.
My prayers are answered.
The best heroes are the ones with the chat wheel lines that are clearly offensive. Undying's got one. No brains. Right? That's a good one. Disruptor. Not offensive, but they're trying to kill me.
What about the Elder Titan one?
Who the knows what Elder Titan's lines are? Nobody plays that hero.
Your praises.
I like gyros. I'm getting too old for this shit.
Yeah,
Because I can relate to it.
yeah, you can really resonate with your soul.
What about the Bane laugh?
Sometimes I have to remind
Being
myself
less
that you're younger than me.
Am I?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Nice.
Apparently, I have to remind you too.
Wait, how old? You're like 46?
Well, thank you. I look great, but no.
You really do. You look great for 46.
Yeah, thank you.
I mean,
Yes.
Ted's only 37, so tough competition out here. That's
what
what he
I-
told me earlier.
That's what like 10 years of Dota will do to you.
Yeah. 10 years. He's been playing for 20.
That
A flash of
Plus, he's
inspiration.
British, so that's like 40 years for a normal person. 'Cause
Balance in all things.
is time warped in the United Kingdom?
yeah, it's like dog years. It's like you have to double it.
Interesting.
Yeah, so alcohol consumption.
It warps the time zone.
Yeah, I mean, every year you live is it's not a normal year if you're down in 8 pints a day, going to the Bournemouth Cherry games.
Those are hard years.
You know,
Watch the Cherries lose again.
yeah, that's rough.
Drink
dude.
away your
It's rough.
sorrows.
Like Ted's had a rough life. I feel for him. Sometimes I feel bad making fun of him.
No, you don't.
I don't. But
You don't.
part of me does. It's like picking on an old man. You know, I'm like,
Shout out to Burian Flax.
who's that?
That's Ted.
Oh, that's the same guy.
It's the same guy.
Feared Flax is so funny though.
Yeah, he does really good YouTube work.
Yeah, he's great.
It's like the Wraith King video,
My prayers are answered.
how to play Dota.
My prayers are answered.
Fortunately, the expertise just doesn't seem to translate.
You know, that skull that they were showing really reminded me of what Ted was telling us earlier today. But I'm not going to say that on air because That is actually probably something you wouldn't want me to say.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
You can't just like reference insider
Why
jokes.
not? It's awesome. Now everyone's in chat's gonna be
Audience, it was a very
what's
funny
Ted
reference.
doing with a human skull? What's the story there?
I see for you.
Does it have to do anything with the alien guy?
It does add a little bit of it does add a bit of intrigue.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's life.
And we got a bit of intrigue in this game as we're right back into it. Austin, who's going to win this game? I want to hear a yes or no.
Parivision, yes.
Okay, bold prediction. You have no faith in
I would
the
like to
Nisha
hear
Bush?
your answer. Who's going to win this game, yes or no?
No.
Okay, thank you.
I already gave my prediction.
That's a terrible prediction.
My prediction is Ember Spirit will win this game.
Mm.
I don't think you can give Ember Spirit a free game like this. I don't believe in it. I'm sorry.
Don't have to apologize to me. You just have to apologize to Liquid fans. I don't think he's going to apologize to the Liquid fans. Night Class just putting his body on the line here. He does not let you get the easy camp stack. Man, that was so value.
Yeah,
Got a good amount
nice.
of heal. He ether shock both of them.
All these little things add up, and right now they are adding up for Parivision as the lanes being dominated.
Going after him. The clap slows him down. Insania turned into a chicken.
He's dead. Just like that. The lanes going even more Parivision's way. And what in God's name is happening to Saber like that? Can we just look at this for a second? The man he's being destroyed.
6-0, 8-0. I mean, it's him and the Terrorblade. Single-digit CS right now. Not great.
He has had to buy some regen as well. I mean, this is rough for him, man.
Oh, yeah, it's net worth. He just barely got over 1,000. This kill, though,
He's
that
back.
will help things out a lot. 230. That is 25%
Yeah, that was a
boost on his net worth.
bad kill to give away. Did zone him off some creeps, so, you know, there's a little bit of a trade-off there.
Yeah.
But still, this is an undying Lina lane. My point in highlighting this is I don't think it's entirely on Saberlight. What the hell goes into an undying Lina lane and survives? Because you're not winning that lane. Your goal is to survive that lane. And he's got a support silencer. This is like some grief level shit, you know? This is like you go in a pub and you're this Magnus and your support picks 4 silencer versus undying Lina and you're like, what the hell, man? You'd get reported. I guarantee you 90% of these pro offlaners would report box. This were a pub.
You're not wrong. He's only spitting facts right now, folks.
Yeah, you left the lane.
Are scanning.
He gets tipped because no one's like, bro, your Magnus is about to, you know, exit this entire game right now. He's about to abandon, take the MMR loss.
Dude, say, you know you're living a terrible life when you drop your bracer to pop 2 stick charges just for like 2 more
I think
HP
he's
out of the
gonna
lane.
die here maybe too.
Yeah, he's getting surrounded.
He has a
Tombstone's
skewer.
gonna get dropped. He does manage to get a skewer up to the high ground. Decalis will still get the kill with the decay.
I mean, he has no TP.
He does have no TP. He's stuck.
Plus 125 for Boxy. He came back in time just to farm that Tombstone and get the solo XP. But man, Saberlight having a rough one out
What
here.
is Decalis gonna do?
Think about stuff.
Well, he's gonna have a long time to think about it.
This courier's coming with teleport.
Yeah, how is the courier gonna get there?
Can run it up the side, have Satanic protect it.
He better hope this courier doesn't die. Otherwise, like, legitimately, a significant part of Parivision's advantage is just gone.
Yeah, this is a big amount of time off the map. Unfortunately for Liquid, the other lanes are not.
Oh my god, his
going
courier
to
had spotted Saberlight's after it. Saberlight's gonna kill it. No!
Why would he run it there?
He ran it straight to
What?
Saberlight.
He has nothing else to
Oh
do
my
in this
god,
game.
they're gonna kill Satanic now. It's a 1 versus 2. He's skewered out of his tower. How did it all go so wrong?
I don't understand.
I don't care about top. I only care about bottom.
I don't understand. How are you losing this lane? This is an impossible lane to lose.
A full Siege Wagon creep wave. Completely missed as Decalis watches from the high ground and
Can he
Satanic
tomb?
watches from the grave.
Can he tomb himself off? I
Radiant's
don't think you
bottom
can,
tower
right?
is under attack.
Probably not. I mean, if you could, he's going to feel even sillier if he hasn't tried it.
I mean, this is completely giving Liquid a chance.
Rune, no one picks that up. Nice rune.
Yeah, no one's just getting tri-lane now. Why did he run the courier?
Okay, no one is now trying to bail him out with his own courier. But he's not microing it. Okay, he microed it. It was just about to fly out. Jesus.
My grand spirits.
No one to the rescue.
Wow, what a
Got
what
him
a
a
friend,
teleport.
dude. What a
Gee.
friend.
Wow.
I mean, the damage
While
is
he
done.
was getting tri-lane too. What a monster.
That's actually a beastly play.
You notice how Satanic didn't do that?
I mean, yeah, Satanic's like, you don't deserve to get off that cliff. Also, Satanic doesn't care. He's like, solo XP for me.
Yeah, that's true. He's almost level 6 now.
And no one lost his courier. He sacrificed his own in the process.
This man does everything for Parivision.
He really does.
He does it all.
That really evened out this early game.
It did.
I feel like Parivision were about to run away with this, with how behind that Magnus was going to be, and now he's back. He's absolutely back.
I mean, the most value death on a Magnus.
Oh, yeah. Saberlight finds a way. Probably still reported Boxy, but he found a way.
You know what's messed up? Takalis and Boxy are still the same level.
That shows you how hard they were winning this lane originally.
Yeah.
Man, this was about to be a crushing, and that chaos equalized it a lot. Liquid put pressure on the Ember. He had to go to base. Lost his courier in the process. It's evened out mid. Top lane still going very well for Parivision. The Panda's free farming it, and B-Tune had to leave. But you got a decent, way more decent chance now. Power room, a couple seconds here.
Chained him up. And it's bottom anyway. Boxy grabs the invis. And he's got a pretty slow Ember Spirit on his hands here. Uh-oh, he took some damage to neutrals. He's going to take out from that. Oh.
I mean,
Hey.
he's just playing 1v3.
Yeah.
Like, Insania's lingering around the top rune, Remnant's bottom, Boxy's just sitting there the whole game. You're supposed to be getting trade-offs for this if you're Parivision. Taking top tower, killing the Terrorblade, killing this Magnus. Instead, you missed the opportunities on these things, and now...
Smoked out the bottom. Takalis is here, but I'm not sure if they're expecting how many heroes. And Satanic melee range of Saberlight, so he's just dead instantly. Doesn't get to cast any spells whatsoever. The Ember Spirit's going to come in. Nice chains on 3. Just outside of the Tombstone, too. Nice TP out from Saberlight. Mass TPs from Liquid. No stuns.
It's a long one.
Oh, the longs. Where was Nisha going? He went to mid tower, but so did Boxy. Boxy just got Nisha killed.
Absolute destruction of the highest order here.
The support grief, man.
Oh, it got Boxy level 6, though. I like how Boxy has no reaction. It's like, bro, you didn't make it out?
What happened?
Why didn't you get out of there, man?
Too bad for you.
Too bad for you. What a line to drop at that time.
Got him.
Well, Saberlight's going to get a pretty decently timed Blink Dagger at this rate.
Yeah, somehow he ended up the best of anybody here. He's going to be the highest net worth hero on Liquid. I think that is...
Oh, Night Class. He slips around the side, but Saberlight sees him coming. Can he get the skewer up to the high ground? He does.
Making something out of nothing. That's how you do it here. Throwing some tips around, too. Getting a little cheeky. Might even see a Bing Bong come out.
Oh, Bing Bong. Only got one of those so far this DreamLeague. Chains on 2 next to the Tombstone again. The supports.
That's a hasted Ember.
Yeah, he's just running him down. Not really too much to fear. DM, he's going to join him in this tower dive. He's got a primal split if it's needed. It's not. Liquid are just... Oh, slight chains. Trying to go for Boxy as well, but no.
I mean, this is what I felt like this early game was going to look like. Ember just running people down. No stuns on these supports. The second you're around that Tombstone, the team fights hard. And did Nisha go too far?
Got shackled underneath the wards. Global silence, that'll cover him. Oh no, the primal split! It didn't get silenced. Now Nisha is still being controlled up, has a dissimulate, goes for a kill. He knows he can't get out. Just tries to do damage.
He's got the walkout from base. Those are 2 bad TP deaths.
Yeah.
As DM
Dire's middle tower is
faster
under
than the global.
attack. Dire's structures are
I mean, you could say Boxy got him killed again in a way.
Yeah, he did. He did. I forgot Boxy was playing the silencer, not Insania.
The sabotage is quite high.
Speaking of Insania.
Dire's middle tower
Thunder God's
has
Wrath?
fallen.
Thunder God's Wrath?
Oh.
Got you.
Yeah, you got me all right. V-Tune, oh my god, that was so close. That, he got decayed. He had less than 10 HP.
Got him, though.
He did. Yeah, Nisha's definitely frustrated.
I'll see you at boot camp boxing.
Nisha's been working out too.
Oh yeah, he could choke you out probably.
Yeah. You gotta get this Ancient Apparition to level 6. That way they can get the Blink Dagger RP Ice Blast combo.
Dire's top tower is under
Do you have that
attack.
blink flying out right now?
But they will not get the level 6 on Ancient Apparition. Run, little snowman, run.
Dire's top tower is
This
under
Panda
attack.
is getting a hell of a lot in this early game, man. Concerning here for Liquid. Feel like you were going to be behind in the early game no matter what.
Watch how close this is.
Yeah, it wasn't that close. That's a 9 class play right there.
Satanic in some trouble. Looks like he got skewered back. Hit with an RP, covered by the Global Silence. Now they'll go for 9 class as well. Nisha gets some revenge here. Shackled up to call. It's actually going to try and join this? But why?
Keeping it 1 by 1.
Yeah, 1 by 1. No one's going to TP in now.
Very disjointed. He has an arcane rune. But what's the play here?
Saberlight's, he wants to get the skewer back on Dakalis.
You can always skewer into the Aether Remnant.
Oh, yeah. True.
Not the easiest execution, but that's all you got in this game.
And this is going to be a Void Spirit that scales better than last game.
Dire's top
Right,
tower
because Magnus is
under
actually
attack.
pretty good with that hero.
Oh, he's got power and he's got Global Silence to bail him out.
Yeah, that's true.
Eventually it'll bail him out instead of killing.
That is the hope. 14-minute Wisdom Shrines.
Radiant's already done.
Yeah, it's going to be rough for
Radiant are
Terrorblade.
scanning.
No one tries to take the Wisdom Shrine, but there are plenty of heroes here. If anything, he almost got Cold Feet locked down there.
Oh, the blast!
Oh, it's coming! Got him. Well, it took a while to get that level 6, but when it did, it instantly paid off. Insania is now almost level 8.
They have controlled this Ember fairly well, all things considered.
Yeah.
With very limited lockdown. Just wearing through them with the silencer spells. High-level nukes on Boxy. They are pretty annoying for no one to fight into. 4 points cursed, 3 points last word, a global.
Is under attack.
DM didn't want to ult that. Save it for later.
Yeah, I mean, considering how strong that Radiance is right now, understandable. I'd want to save it for a big team fight.
Smoke's
Three-man
coming
smoke
through.
up, Liquid heading to the top part of the map.
Amp damage, Void Spirit with Empower.
They're going to check out the
Dire's
triangle,
bottom tower is
hoping
under
that
attack.
there's a
Scan.
Lina there or something.
There's not. There's nothing. Just a little Wisdom Shrine up, by the way, they could have gotten.
TP coming in for the Brewmaster. He's going to TP right on top of him. V-Tune is in trouble, but so is the Brewmaster. Can they lock him down? The Ice Blast, they blow him up before the Primal Split. V-Tune gets off the Sunder, and now things are really awkward for Parivision. They're still going to chase after V-Tune here, but the two supports simply do not have the damage, and they both will be caught by this rotation from Liquid. They killed the Brew, killed the two supports, And they may not have much lockdown for no one. It seems like Nisha got baited in, though, staying still. And Saberlight now skewers to try and chase after him, and Satanic just delivers damage after damage.
Cleanup crews here.
No one. Careful there. Baited him out long enough that the LSA. Triple kill for Satanic. No one pushing his limits.
Beautifully played by him. And Satanic arriving at just the right time to chain that LSA. The man's not even sweating. Satanic cleans up another bot. He's got an ultra kill across the map. Just like that. He is 3K ahead of the Terribly. This team is just scary, man. You give them little openings, they take it and just break the game open.
Yeah, that was such a one-sided fight for Liquid. And then just Nisha overstays trying to fight the Ember Spirit, and it just snowballs into something so much worse.
They're going to get another one.
Give him a rampage. Effectively a rampage.
Yeah, I mean, oh man, Liquid. You had this game in your hands. You had the scale. You made it through the early game with some cheeky moves. You made a solid move. You got that brew kill. And then you just gave Lina a pentakill across the map. And now this net worth looks like none of that ever happened. Now it looks like you're in big trouble.
No wonder Ember's not taking any damage. Empowered 4-man shield.
That's super nice this game. Because he's going to have to tank some deeps. No way around it. Yules will be super nice here against the limited lockdown. And the mag.
Oh, caught Satanic farming. Big pickup for Nisha.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
He's just farming on low HP. That'll be Ags for the Void Spirit. Big pickup off a big kill. And a tower. Nice little move from Liquid as they strike back.
Yeah, now that Yule Scepter that no one's building, it's not going to look... It might not look that good if he just Yules and then comes back down into the Void Spirit silence.
Yeah, there's an argument of just trying to get to BKB here, which feels like you kind of need it in the game.
Yeah.
I don't think you want to go Yules BKB. Maybe it's okay if the Panda scales up some damage as well. You can just play frontline Ember. But I don't know. What are you going to end up with? You're going to end up with like...
Nice quick reaction from Night Class, but I think he is caught. They're going to fight. Global Silence immediately put to use here.
Looks like Liquid's caught to me.
DP out. And Saberlight, despite catching Night Class, Parivision brought all their heroes to this side of the map.
They continue to make plays out of awkward situations. That's Global down, 100 seconds. Level 2 split online for DM. And it will be Manta for no one. He is opting out of that Yules. I think this is the correct play. Just not enough oomph for this game. Caught Nisha. He has a shield rune, but he might never get it off.
Chaining the disables very nicely. Gets off the shield rune, though. Throws out the silence. Ice Blast is coming in. Night Class might actually die, and Nisha still has a chance to get out. Ashel steps away.
Damn.
And sure enough, got the kill on Night Class, got out.
Needed that LSA there.
Now they're going to chase Ducalis underneath the wards. Nisha pulling him back in. Got him as well. Okay, now things beginning to snowball. Oh, okay, the Primal Split is immediately put to use. Chains on 2. Nisha, low on steps, only had the 1, got up to the high ground. Saberlight does manage to get the jump onto the Ember Spirit, didn't even have to use the RP for it. Nisha's still sitting there, though, and Satanic has spotted him. Got him in the end. Saberlight gets cleaned up by the Brewlings, who are still marching forward, searching for another one. If he could get the Cyclone on Terrorblade, too far out.
Dire's middle tower.
Oh, what a ward from Ducalis. Ends up paying off with a big kill on Nisha.
Yeah.
Not expecting there to be a ward on that hill. And now you cut the trees, it makes the ward even better.
That is true.
Satanic continuing to find impact here. 8 kills on this Lina. Pretty massive return to the team.
$37 kills in 20 minutes. Quite the brawl between these two teams. Liquid does feel like they're just barely holding on. Not that far behind in net worth, 4,000. But it feels like one team fight. Things might become a bit too much for them. They are moved up to this top part of the map right now, smoked, looking for a kill, and then the Tormentor. Dakalis will be the victim of that. Chain silenced up. Just so many silences.
That's a lot of damage with the Empower.
Yeah.
The lanes are getting shoved, though.
Tower is under attack.
A lot of farm going Parivision's way. And it was not a big core kill in that Undying instant respawn.
That's true.
It's useless Dirge. But it will get you the Tormentor here.
Yeah.
That's pretty big. Need to start getting these objectives if you can take them away from the
Dire's
pace
bottom
that
tower is
Satanic has
under
set
attack.
here. Shard for the Silencer. Get some extra insteal on the table.
Yeah.
Dire's middle
Foxy's
tower is under
not going to do
attack.
an insignificant amount of damage. When he hits these curses, they're amplified by the fact the Void Spirit is silencing people as well. AoE silence and AoE curse. It's pretty nice.
Say it's a nice little combo.
It is a nice little combo. Not quite as good as the Bloodseeker silencer one, but
It's true. Not as good as Glimpse Black Hole either.
well, that is true.
Now there's a combo.
Now you're talking.
Five minutes on the clock for Satanic with 2 lives. And a lot of net worth behind it.
Straight into the RP. Do they have the damage, though? That poor man, okay, they got it. Surprise. That was... Is that Skewer doing that much? I guess it does do 320 damage. They did use a lot for it, though. That was global. That was RP. Aghanim Scepter is about to be complete for Saberlight off of that kill, though. So, nice timing.
And also, this game is not that bad of a state for Liquid if you kind of ignore the advantage the Lina has in a sense of as long as we can eventually find him with a Skewer RP.
Yeah.
You negate a lot of it.
And Lina is an extremely fragile hero because at some point she's relying on Satanic to keep herself healthy in crazy fights, and that's just going to be answered by Ice Blast. RP, Ice Blast, she's just going to fall over.
Found a little Skewer on the Shaman.
Something to work with. Hit the Ice Blast off of it, though. Saberlight, can they get away from the Primal Split? This is actually really good. For Liquid, that is. As long as they don't lose anybody to the Primal Split.
Might just turn around and kill it here.
Satanix, he's getting a little close. Saberlight has to skewer away. Oh, chains, but agrees. Will relieve Boxy from the chains. Nisha all in on him. Look at the blade going to be put to use. Dissimulate a step away. Here comes no one, though. Still chasing after him. Spots the Ancient Apparition instead, but they cover each other. Nisha protects Insania with an Aether Remnant as he heads on out of there. Slight chains, locks him up. Saberlight fishes. Now his Aghanim Scepter is revealed.
Just want to catch this Lina at some point in this game. That's your big ticket into the fight. Gotta displace the formation here. Parivision not get too focused on the front line.
Got him on the silence. Aether Remnant. Big
Okay.
catch from Nisha. Can't just slight in front of him.
And that was the Manta completed for no one after that death. If he has it, he can get out there. So you really found this Ember 2 or 3 times before his defensive item came out in this game.
Yeah.
Went for the greedier option, got punished. Liquid finding the openings right now, and they have a BKB on V-Tune.
And Liquid's a team that really plays off of that kind of momentum.
Oh yeah.
These sort of pick-offs, they just keep on going. Baited out by an illusion. 9 class used his wards to farm an ancient stack, apparently.
and blocked it.
And Insania sees it, and it's like, what the hell? Okay, run into each other. 9 class has no kill potential, though, without Serpent Wards. Oh, no! No, no, no! Ice Blast comes in. Does manage to hit Satanic. It stuns him up, too. V-Tune doesn't put any damage on him. Focused on the Undying for now. TP away from the Magnus. Barely gets away in time. V-Tune with his BKB just walked through the Tombstone area. Now he TP's way too late. That was just a mess out of him. He didn't know what was going on in that fight.
He had no clue. He could have just sundered somebody around there too, or at least gone for it.
Still got the slight chains. Now the shackles. Oh, but they're setting up for Saberlight. He gets a two-man skewer. Primal Split's going to be used inside of the base here. Still the Jackals. It's eventually going to wear out as the Shadow Shaman will die in this situation. Satanic with his Aegis is willing to use it to mow down some backline heroes. Eventually does fall. Nisha and Insania. Can they do anything about Satanic coming back into play? They're going to try and catch DM. He cleared the space for Satanic. Satanic should be able to get away, but it'll cost DM his life. Ice Blast chased after Satanic. Oh, hits him on the teleport. Wait a minute. Nisha maybe is too far away, though.
I will say Nisha's getting a lot out of these fights.
Yeah.
He is scaling up hard. He's always going to have that Empower to back him up. He's dealing some serious DPS. You have the Ice Vortex to buff up all his magic damage, Empower to buff his physical, and a Global to play around. I mean, not V-Tune's finest fight, and maybe not a game Terrorblade can carry 1v5, but this Void Spirit can absolutely push you over that edge.
Yeah, not Saberlight's finest moment either.
No, I think we'll just skip over all that.
Okay. Great fight from Nisha. Liquid playing very well.
Can we get a replay of the botched RP? As a big Liquid fan, I just want to see it again. I just want to see what Parivision did that really just ruined that play. You know?
Right.
Like, how did he get outplayed so hard?
Yeah, because it was such a sick move. There you go. That's what they did. What they did is they did not put their heroes where the Magnus was.
Oh, you know what it was, Austin?
What was it?
It's the new map. That stairway got shifted up like 300 units. If that were the old map, he probably gets a 3-man RP.
Right, okay, yeah. Ice Blast coming in with the RP. Ice Blast, it doesn't matter.
Find.
They've got him anyway.
That
he
is
used his BKB too.
Exactly what's going to win you this game if you are Liquid. Finding the Lina, isolating him. Nothing you can do about that. Global's going to prevent any sort of turnaround. Satanic just gave him that play. He was just sitting there. They get another one. Into the Remnant.
Into the Aether Remnant. Beautiful stuff.
I mean, Parivision just... They're just giving him the... I told you we were going to see a Bing Bong. I told you.
He Bing Bonged earlier, too.
I didn't see that one.
It was in response to 9-class tipping him when he misplayed.
Well, that's not a very good Bing Bong.
It was a defensive Bing Bong.
This is an offensive Bing Bong.
Yeah.
Because you just got Bing Bong. No one not happy about that. Not happy at all. 6th death for the Ember.
The man had to
slipping up.
Pull so much weight early on, too.
You have to respect this Magnus. You can't just show on waves casually like this. You don't know where Liquid are.
I mean, Saberlight just shook off that RP, says whatever. Won't slow me down. Now he's going to go for Shadow Blade. Making it even easier to find.
They're going to get him again.
Horn toss into Aether Remnant, into Ice Blast.
The same play.
Living in Groundhog's Day.
No respect for this Magnus at all.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
No one's crumbling.
The thing is, you can bait those plays if you have the Shaman there, because you can hex the mag on the Blinken.
Sure.
But 9-class has just been farming. The problem is he's farming.
Yeah,
while,
he's dropping Serpent Wards on Ancient Camps off cooldown.
And the team is dying. This is just not a good trade-off right now. It feels like you missed a lot of the window to close this game out with the lead that you had on that Lina. And now you're going to have to scale into a very scary late-game lineup that's going to have a lot of stats. It's going to have double Scotty. It's going to have Empower across the 3 heroes.
Yeah, these two other cores are super value cores for Empower. Very good stats.
You'll have to out-execute Liquid here if you want to win this game now.
Smoke up, running behind DM, who's going to show himself on the wave. Haste rune for Nisha. Look for that in this next fight. Got a scan. It's up here in the triangle area. It's just Boxy farming up here. Not a bad kill to get at the start of the fight, but also not a core. V-Tune, though.
Missed.
Liquid read the situation. I mean, bottom lane is pushed in so far
They have to go back.
that they made the read that it was a smoke play.
I feel like if you get the double Scotty here as Liquid, your chances go up so much. Because you're just going to have so much HP to work with, so many stats that are going to get buffed by this Empower.
Yeah.
Especially on this universal Void Spirit. He's going to be huge. Of course, he has that 5 bonus armor from the intrinsic edge, and now that goes up to 6 with the Scotty. Just like that.
3.75% extra magic resistance. Smoke on smoke. Both teams are going to meet at the bottom river area where a power rune is going to spawn, and Nisha wants it. Nisha will get it. It's an arcane rune. He pops his haste rune, pops the arcane rune, goes straight to work. Goes after 9 class. 9 class almost dead, saved by the Entomb. Now he's hit by an LSA though, but V-Tune has already popped his mana. Got the RP, skewered back in. Got the Undying.
Not the Lina.
Not the Lina. Fished for him, but Satanic was just a little bit out of range. Tossing up the Terrorblade into the air, comes back down, doesn't hit the LSA. V2 now pops his BKB. Hit by some wards, he'll start backing away for fear.
Panda causing some problems on the back line.
9 class is going to try and catch Nisha here. Does manage to get him Hex Shackles, but Saberlight stops him with a Horn Toss. Still though, Nisha's in trouble. Oh, he's got to dissimulate. He's got double steps. He pops the steps, goes for the Lina. Oh, Nisha, you're so greedy, man. He could have gotten out. Instead, he went after Satanic. Saberlight thought about chasing after him. V-Tune battling up against Ducalis. Saberlight still waiting on the side here, waiting for his opportunity to catch up to DM. Horn Toss, 5 seconds left. Meanwhile, no one's going to chase after Skewer. Hits onto no one, got off the Sunder. Big play from V-Tune. Still managed to get the kill. Ice Blast is coming in. It's going to land, helping Terrorblade TP away.
Box? Yeah, that's a dangerous poke there. He'll make it out.
Scotty was not complete for V-Tune in that fight.
Yeah, that was a big problem because he was laying into the Lina, but the Lina was able to walk it off and save BKB for later, which is why he survives that last bit of damage from Nisha.
Yeah.
Ultimately, though, MVP of that fight, it's got to be DM on this Brewmaster. He deals almost 9,000 damage and completely ruin Liquid's formation. He kills the AA, displays the silencer in the fight. He's killing Terrorblade illusions, tossing V-Tune around, chasing him up to the high ground, and just leaves Nisha isolated versus 2 or 3 cores. In the end, mad work from that Panda.
Ice Blast going to be used a little bit early here. Tomb helps him dodge.
DD in the river.
Big pickup. Satanic. They immediately smoke up with that. Boxy.
Yeah, did not want to get skewered there. Saberlight TPing in. Tombstone's going to run out here. It's a big spell for this Roche fight. But you have the split, and you're just looking to flank right now. They want supports.
Yeah, they're just sending illusions into the pit and backing away as Liquid. Still going to be found, though. Spotted Insania. Awkward positioning. But still, the jump, somehow, it got the grab onto no one. A beautiful Aether Remnant. Insania does get ripped apart. They back away from this high ground area. Beware that amp damage on Satanic. Satanic, not sure if he can come out or not. V-Tune's trying to cover Nisha right now. Back class. He's got to back away. He's going to be jumped on. Meanwhile, Saberlight got hit by the Cyclone, but they did not land the LSA after it. Hit him with the stone instead. Hit him with the Render. That's not going to be good enough. Ice Blast is coming in. Satanic does manage to get back up to the high ground. V-Tune got hexed up for a second. Now he's going to use his BKB. Reflection to try and chase after these heroes. DM is going after Boxy with his Radiance. No one's in the backlines as well. Combo together. They're going to take out both the supports at the same time. V-Tune is struggling to keep heroes nearby. Slowing down no one. Slight dodge. Over to the Remnant. V-Tune, he can't hit him anymore. He's up to the high ground. He's away. No one's out. Wait, no, Nisha's going to chase after him. Got to step in. 1 more, 2 more hits. Maybe he's got him. Saberlight being
Dieback.
chased all the way back. No one does end up going down. That's a dieback on the Ember Spirit. Nisha, V-Tune does get caught here. Nisha comes back into play. Satanic is just throwing out shots and delivering damage everywhere. Untouched for most of that fight. Gortoski, we're back into the Aether Remnant, into the Silence, into the Aether. Oh, DM with the Banta. Managed to soak up the Remnant.
Is under attack.
Gets the haze off. Man, what an incredibly long fight. Again, it's the Brewmaster dealing the most damage. Liquid still are not focusing down the Brewlings. And the thing is, I think they can. They just hit him with their cores. You can kill this thing kind of fast. Instead, it's disrupting the entire fight, giving so much vision, so much space. Setting the stage for Satanic to come in and choose his moment. Could have been even worse for Liquid if that LSA landed on the Magnus out of the Cyclone.
Yep.
Liquid were lucky that that did not hit.
Botsing in, trying to help 9 Class, who went for some sort of weird solo play onto Nisha, and he still might have baited him in, though hit by the Ice Blast that stops the shackles, and Nisha is out.
My prayers are answered.
Always going for these aggressive plays. Some of them are going to work, some of them are not. Nisha gets away with that one. And everybody's looking for their 25s now. Really need BKB on the Magnus here soon. It's the big item to arrive for Liquid as they have their Scotties.
Nisha is closing in on, okay, he was thinking about Octarine instead, Daedalus.
I like Daedalus.
Either way, 25 is coming in soon.
Yep. He gets to the Astral Step crit plus Daedalus crit.
Plus Empower.
Oh man, he is
Yeah.
gonna mess somebody's day
He
up.
might need to start like Astral Stepping the Brewlings.
Saber like that is incredibly ambitious.
Well, you said he needed to get to BKB. Going for the enemy Wisdom Shrine gives you no gold, so
That was not the play and not his finest hour.
Pyrrhic Cloak for DM. Magnifying Monocle for Satanic. Man, that item is so good on Lina. Both the attack range and the cast range beneficial for that hero. MKB.
I mean, he got the alert monocle again. He had this last game with the drought.
Yeah, just keeps...
What the hell? This guy is just the god of RNG.
Yeah.
He doesn't get choices. He just types in what he wants.
Ice Blast. Decalis. Is he going to shatter here? Ooh, nice timing there on the Dissimulate. Dodges the LSA. Global Silence to cover things, but they did not get the kill they were searching for.
That ward on the cliff saw Satanic on the high ground.
Dire's top
Lets
tower
Nisha get out of
is
there in
under
time, but the Panda is just sieging your base.
Yeah, he is.
Level 25, by the way. These all have Drunken Brawler.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And the rest of the team will join him. This is looking like, with the Global Silence, Ice Blast on cooldown, you can't stop this.
Yeah, these Pandas do a lot of damage. Ratted down.
So that'll be Tier 3 and a melee barracks.
There's the Daedalus. So Daedalus plus level 25 Nisha is fully online. We'll see what this late game Void Spear can do.
Yeah, the damage is going to take up a lot for Liquid, because that's one Daedalus, and then soon V-Tune's going to have his Daedalus.
They're going to smoke with that. They feel like this is strong enough to push the issue. No BKB on that Magnus. Saberlight never got to it. But
Aegis
Nisha
expiring
5.
in 2 minutes, so Satanic will have it for this fight. Maybe that's part of the reason why Liquid is trying to smoke out right now. Figured that might catch Parivision by surprise. Head down to the bottom lane after the Ember. No luck.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
With the illusion hitting on the Tier
Dire are
2,
scanning.
Parivision are very clearly just waiting for this smoke to expire. They're going to smoke up themselves now.
Can ward the hill, look for the skewer.
We're on the high ground, but a sentry's already there. They know about this, and they baited out some illusions. Saberlight bit the bait. No punish.
Radiant's middle
Not
tower
quite.
is
No
under
one
attack.
trying to catch Boxy.
Liquid are all in. They bought out on the TB, bought out on the Void Spirit.
Aether Remnant catching no one. Oh no, the RP! What? He still gets the skull. We got a
flubbed
skewer
it,
on
man.
illusion too. Now the shackle on Nisha. Global Sans trying to help Nisha out of here. They just got to jump out. They used so much and got nothing for it, but they can't escape. No one's going to make sure it's not easy to escape. Satanic is going to be caught in this one. BKB TP out from D-Tune. Satanic will finally lose his Aegis. Again, Liquid's team not sure what they're doing here. Are they getting out? Are they going in? Nisha caught in a pit. Dissimulate. Astral stepping away. Oh, barely makes out with TP. Insania, the last one left here. No TP for him. He's got a glimmer. That's about it.
He just flubbed that man.
He did.
He did not get canceled.
He didn't get tagged by any damage?
Well, because he blinked in afterwards.
That's true. He did blink in immediately.
So I'm assuming it was not a damage tick.
Ooh, Boxy. Lots and lots of damage, though Satanic loses half his HP.
Yeah, that hurt him more
just
than
like one astral step.
way more than it hurt Liquid there.
Insania is still alive in the corner of the map, by the way.
Yeah,
Just
he's
ran
having
into
a
9
duel.
class. He's going to die to 9 class, but can he get off the Ice Blast because they're fighting in the mid lane? V-Tune is going at it melee for him. Here comes that Ice Blast. Oh, he got it off. It hits no one. Couldn't really take advantage of it, though. V-Tune, he's going to need to get off Asunder. Can he get it off? Oh, he pushed him away from his teammates.
And into the Lina right clicks.
That was smart. DM is sick with that Astral pull. Another melee barracks down.
The lead continues to grow.
And somehow Ancient Apparition is still alive.
Yeah, 9 class let him go. Felt bad.
Catch and release.
Yep. Wasn't a big enough fish.
Yeah, okay.
Dire's
There's
bottom
BKB
tower
for the
is
shaman.
under attack.
He's been farming and farming and farming.
He got there.
And it's about to pay off.
Fallen.
You still can global silence him, but
Yeah, but now when the global comes out, he can BKB jump.
okay.
That's pretty big versus this Magnus.
play the long haul.
There's an amp damage in the bottom river.
Take another Tormentor.
Well, that A would have killed Satanic. He'd been able to connect with it up there.
You think he didn't get the shard on Lina? Do you think it's worth buying since you just killed the Tormentor? It's 1,000 barrier once you're leveled up like this.
I think you'd rather just buy Satanic and then
But Satanic is countered by the Ice Blast.
if he gets hit by it.
I feel like, isn't that just crazy value? 1,300 gold for 1,000 HP barrier.
Well, he disagrees. Just bigger items to get, right?
Yeah.
In theory, this Satanic will be good because I think the only world where you hit him with the Ice Blast is if he gets skewered in / RP skewered. In which case, he's probably dead.
Yeah. Saberlight is going to run into Callis. Horn toss there. Ice Blast not in the same spot, though. DeCallis lives long enough to get off the Tombstone. This is really awkward now. Global Silence trying to get him away. RP couldn't get off, and V-Tune, he's in trouble. Oh, he's in so much trouble. He's got to somehow get us under. Nope, the hits from the Mjolnir. They track him down, even up into the high ground.
Massive backfire on this play.
Big time. Liquid, fumble.
That Outworld staff did some work. Skewer this Undying and he disappears off the map for a second.
Yeah,
you don't know
yeah.
what the hell happened. He Glimmer Capes and then he Tombstones himself. Not an easy target to bring down.
Immediate buyback from the Magnus.
Still have RP.
Saberlight's going to have to do something
Are fortified.
pretty crazy here.
Dire's middle barracks are under attack.
Trying to get this Ember Spirit. Got him on the Horn Toss. Instant Hex. There it is. And now there's no Global Silence to stop that Shackles. Ice Blast is coming in. Hits the RP. No, it dodged. No one hits the Slight right as he went for the RP. And DM all up in your face. Hit the Hex. LSA. Nice War Staff away from the LSA. Lots of damage still being thrown out by the Lina. Outworld Staff doesn't do much for you there. Comes back into death. 30 seconds left for V-Tune. This is going to be Megas. This is probably going to be game as Parivision look to take the 2. Whoa, a Shackles completely uninterrupted. Nisha, as strong as his Void Spirit is, he just cannot do it alone. Not up against Parivision anyway.
And these guys are just so good in the late game. Even when they falter with these faster lineups, they still just continue to scale, continue to itemize, become unkillable. And there's so much pressure in this game on Saberlight to find big hooks. Came up short. Couldn't snag the fish he was looking for.
V-Tune gets off his Thunder, tried to Manta dodge the LSA, doesn't work. And GG is called. Liquid lose another series, and Parivision looking kind of good as always. Man,
Yeah, they're good. I mean, this is Liquid with a stand-in Dream League.